For Asgard, first off, man, another one is gone. And tribute, shout out, my respects to Sid Vicious, man. It was one of my favorites. He stood out the most out of all wrestlers, man. This guy just stood out the most, man. Yeah, it's like so many of the wrestlers and even NBA players, specifically NBA and wrestlers that you've grew up with. Like some of them, you always thought they would like live forever because when you're young, they're always there. When you're growing up, they're always there. When you're searching for them, they are always there. And then they can't live forever, but subconsciously, man, you're thinking that they will be. And when you hear the news, man, it you feel something. And usually I don't feel much for celebrities, but I tend to feel things for when people of the NBA of wrestling world that I grew up with, that I've learned about. Like when they go, man, it hurts. It's shocking. You feel kind of numb and lost. And man, but again, tribute to Sid Vicious, Cycle Sid. Man, can't believe he's gone, man. Can't believe he's gone. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about something else. Not that it matters to them. I mean, if it doesn't matter, then it shouldn't affect them anyway. The hood, the so-called hood, they want to call it. There might be other names they use, but so familiar with people saying their hood. Specifically, the so-called, black people. Many of, their futures and their lives have already been dictated. And that's all by design, but at the same time, it's their choice, and that's what they choose to do. Only maybe 2-3 things that, if you're from the hood, there's only 2-3 things that you're most likely gonna become is you're probably gonna become, not just become, but also your interests. Most likely gonna become a rapper, interested in rapping. You're gonna try to become a basketball player, interested in basketball, and after that, it's like after those two, it's like you tend to lean on unfortunately, committing crimes. I don't like saying it like this, but that's just how it is in the so-called hood, and specifically with those certain people. And obviously, it's not all of them, but it's those specific people. If they grew up in the hood, grew up in a certain part of this country or city, or etc., they the only thing they're interested in is always is basketball and rap music, and that's detrimental. Because you can have someone that from the hood that wants to be an artist or a doctor or something different, or want to listen to country music or want to listen to pop music, and a lot of people in the hood will laugh at that. They'll scorn them. They'll mock them for that. So see, people in the hood, they just want to remain being this rapper, being this basketball player, being a criminal. That's all they want. If you have any new ideas, any other ambitions, they're gonna mock you and laugh at you and call you, whitewashed, or call you, some other racial terms. But again, the hood is just, if you're from the hood, many people from the hood, they just expect you to be rappers, basketball players, and that's it. You're not allowed to have any other interests. You're not allowed to want to travel. You gotta stay where you are. You can't try different things or different food. You gotta try the same food. You gotta dress like the way everyone else is dressing. If you dare, dress differently. I'm talking like respectively, something that's respectfully. They're gonna make fun of you. They're gonna shun you for that. They just again they just want you to be just like them. Ragamuffin up, chaka chaka rappers like rap music and basketball. That's it. Anything else, they don't want you doing that, and that's what's wrong with that part of that community. They don't want to break out of this cycle, and rap music, you know, there's some rap music I like. I like rap music, but I don't follow it to a point where I'm doing what they're saying. I don't, call people the B word. I don't do drugs. I don't kill people. I'm not a criminal. I don't wear my pants down below my knees. I don't do that. There's some songs that are about that, but still sound good, but I'll listen to it. But I'm not going to imitate it. But, for most people, they're just going to imitate it. Even if it's toxic and bad and makes no sense, they're just going to imitate it. Be criminals like rap music, beat people up, go to prison, call, women the B word, degrade themselves, threaten to kill other people of your own. That's it. I think the so-called, either you call it the black community or the hood, but I wish, they can expand away from the rap music. Like even today, it's not even good. If it was like good music, like thousands, I wouldn't say anything. Even though the thousands, some of the music was like really, degrading. It still sounded good. Like it was degrading, but yet it was good. But today's, it's just horribly bad. Everyone sounds the same, talking about the same garbage, and what do they have? What do they get out of this? Obviously, the rappers making the music, they're doing fine. They're going the trips, they're doing all these other different new things. But these people in the hood, the so-called hood, they just watch it and do what they do. And thinking that's all they do. And no, in fact, they're doing other things, other adventures. But, so-called people in the so-called black community, they don't want to do other adventures. They just want to keep doing the same thing over and over. Then you wonder why you're in this predicament. You're getting fooled and manipulated by this music because you can't think for yourself. And, it's a cycle. It's not just not thinking for themselves, it's the conditioning, it's the peer pressure, it's the socialization, got to be like everyone else. You can't like other interests. You can't like animals. You can't like, various science stuff or things like that. You gotta always do the same thing, and no wonder the so-called black community all over the world is in the conditions that they are in, because they don't want to do new things. They want to try different things. They want to stay in the same cycle, listen to the same crap music, the same rap music, being ignorant, arrogant. They don't even want to try being nice to one another, kind to one another. They don't want to unite and be cooperative. They don't want that. They rather be what they are now, and that's at the bottom. You try to say be cooperative, they're gonna look at you like crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Well, they're killing each other. They don't see the problem with that. So yeah, they're I love the so-called black people and all that. I love being so-called black and all that, but I'm just calling out what I see. I'm just tired of this same old rap crap, just hood crap nonsense. Like, you rep your hood, you're repping nothing, man. You don't even own the house you're living in. You don't even own the street. All that stuff belongs to the city. If they want to take you out and remove you, they can remove you easily. It ain't your hood. Stop acting like it's your hood. You don't even have any hobbies. Like, all you do is listen to rap music, crap music, acting like you're tough. You ain't tough. You know nothing. But yeah, that's all I really have to say, man. I just wish they could expand away from the state that they're in. But anyways, for Asgard.